come forth as pure gold. Have you been tried in the fire?
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight, Week 15 begins with a great Thursday night matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers. The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And we are underway in Southern California. They go play action here on first down. And got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off play action. Willis. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That catch in his career is number 662, and that's significant because it ties him with Hall of Famer Ozzie Newsome.
Yeah, who was a wide receiver at Alabama before he transitioned in the NFL. And we're seeing similar attributes here because the ability to play inside, outside, flex out, he can catch it from any position and turn it into a big play.
Now he's got his eyes on 700. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Off the play fake. Willis. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
Yeah, we're definitely in top form and pitched a shutout, as a matter of fact. That's the cherry on top of a great week of preparation. And you know what? These guys are eager to keep it going. So motivation this week, not an issue.
Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. Looking to throw. Willis. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they prove their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover. gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big gain that time for the Chargers.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them.
Touchdown, Chargers! Jared Cook with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers have taken a first quarter lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said is they...
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau.
And that's what we've seen from his defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball, try and get things set. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And this is back to an 8-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. The Charger drive about to get going. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again, but I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big play there for L.A. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A give. This is Kamara. But he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They'll run it with Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins, and the lead is up to 15 now. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Dante Hightower able to record his 5th sack of the season. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Well, these two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 19.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chargers continue to pull away here in this 1st half. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will cut the lead down to 15. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum? And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Steps away to his left. Finding room inside the 40. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off near the 26. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Second and 10. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Now Kamara. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. On play action, it's Mahomes. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Mahomes throwing on fourth. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
Well, they certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. A big play there as time expires in the first half. And the extend their lead here just before halftime. And now this will be the final play of the half, as with no time remaining, they'll try and add 2 more to the lead right before intermission. And he will get into the end zone. So a perfect finish to the half. They get the touchdown on the final play and 2 more for good measure. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, He wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Calais Campbell able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, 1 play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. They go play fake. Mahomes. Flush to his right. Gonna let one fly for Robinson.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And complete right side to Cook.
And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Flushed out right. He finds his man, complete. It's Pierce. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. It's complete to Cook. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted.
Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Trying to lay one up deep, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Foreseeing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback.
And now here is another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Kamara. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Alvin Kamara becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side, because you've got to find spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 78 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
play action. Now it's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Kamara. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. A busy night continues for Kamara. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. They'll run. This is Kamara. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Running with Kamara. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Patrick Mahomes taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Chargers add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
One play has them up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. play action. Willis. And my goodness, another interception. Desmond King picks it.
And the Chargers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. And Kamara with a carry there on first down as he works his way forward for a pickup of 4. Second down, and it's Kamara again.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. Here's J.K. Scott now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by the rookie from Virginia Tech, Caleb Farley. And the Chargers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
147 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Now on 2nd and 13. Mahomes. He'll find Metcalf. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big gain that time for the Chargers.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And guys, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
Kamara gets it again on second down.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Chargers, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.